Well, chapter 11 of The Difference of Manners of Leviathan is really fascinating, and it's not entirely clear what he's up to in the chapter as a whole. He tells us in the beginning what he means by manners. He's very explicit that he doesn't mean um, what he calls the small morals, politeness. He says, by manners, I mean not here decency of behavior, as well how one man should salute another, or how a man should wash his mouth or pick his teeth before company, and such other points of the small morals. So we're not talking about saying you're welcome after someone says thank you, or holding the door for somebody, or taking off your hat during the national anthem or something like that. He's talking about something deeper than that. He says, but those qualities of mankind that concern their living together in peace and unity. So, what do we have here? I've only given you an excerpt from chapter 11, which is well worth reading on its own, because it really seems to be Hobbes's kind of general words of wisdom of what people are actually like. And what people are actually like, and how that affects their actions, and therefore how it affects all of us, seems to be what he's interested in here. Is a kind of a picture of human nature insofar as the dispositions of human nature, either the ones that we universally possess or the ones that are particular to our personalities, how they affect, as he says, our living together in peace and unity. That is, he has a political view. He's interested fundamentally in politics. So he's interested in human nature insofar as it affects politics. So the first thing that he says, I think, here is the most important. That is the manner or the quality that he says right away. So he says, to which end we are to consider that the felicity of this life, the happiness of our earthly life, consisteth not in the repose of a mind satisfied. So human happiness, as we know it, is not about peace. For there is no such finis ultimus, utmost aim, nor summum bonum, greatest good, as is spoken of in the books of the old moral philosophers. He's really thinking especially of Aristotle. There's no greatest good, there's no ultimate aim that we can achieve in life that would constitute happiness. Nor can a man any more live whose desires are at an end than he whose senses and imaginations are at a stand. Felicity, happiness, is a continual progress of the desire from one object to another, the attaining of the former being still but the way to the latter. The cause whereof is that the object of man's desire is not to enjoy once only and for one instant of time, but to assure forever the way of his future desire. And therefore the voluntary actions and inclinations of all men tend not only to the procuring, but also to the assuring of a contented life, and differ only in the way. That is, human happiness is not an achieved state where once you have it forever. Happiness is fleeting. It is the temporary satisfaction of a desire, and the moment we satisfy that desire, we're on to the next desire. And what we desire is not only the gratification of our immediate desire, he says, but to assure forever the way of our future desire. And so basically, there's no rest in life. Life is a kind of a restlessness. And we differ only in the way. We're all like this. And he continues, which ariseth partly from the diversity of passions in divers men, and partly from the difference of the knowledge or opinion each one has of the causes which produce the effect desired. So that, in the first place, I put for a general inclination of all mankind, a perpetual and restless desire of power after power, and that ceases only in death. Those are immortal words. I mean, like I said, I think Hobbes is a great, great writer, and this is one of the most memorable things that he says. And I guess to be a great writer means to say something very important and insightful, and say it in a striking and beautiful way, however disturbing the thought may actually be in this case. the general inclination of all mankind. So this is something that we all share, is a perpetual and restless desire of power after power, wanting one thing, and if we're lucky enough to get it, then just moving on to the getting of another thing that we want. And this is human life. There is no greatest good, or there's no achieved state of peace and happiness. It's just a matter of chasing after our desires until we die, and it ceases only in death. It's quite a striking characterization of the nature of human existence.